Let me ask you something uncomfortable. When was the last time you actually sat down and counted every single thing you pay for every month? Not your rent, not your car, not the obvious stuff. I mean, the other things, the small ones, the ones that leave your account so quietly you barely notice they were ever there. Because here's what I've found after spending way too much time looking at how people actually lose money. It's rarely one big obvious mistake. It's not the vacation. It's not the splurge purchase. It's the stuff that hits your account on the 3rd, the 12th, the 22nd, every single month forever, while you're busy thinking about something else entirely. My name is Jake, and I spend way too much time thinking about money and the surprisingly sneaky ways it disappears from people's lives without them ever making a single conscious decision to spend it. If you've ever looked at your bank account at the end of the month and genuinely had no idea where everything went, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if it ends up opening your eyes a little. Now, before we get into how to actually find these expenses and what to do about them, I want you to understand something important about why this happens in the first place. Because it's not about being irresponsible. It's not about being bad with money. It's actually about how your brain is wired. Psychologists have a term called hedonic adaptation. It basically means that humans adjust incredibly fast to new conditions. Something that felt like a luxury the first time becomes completely invisible within a few months. That streaming service you signed up for during a free trial, you stopped noticing the charge around month 3. That premium app subscription that seemed worth it when you downloaded it. You haven't opened the app in 4 months, but you also haven't canceled it, because canceling requires a decision and not canceling requires nothing at all. This is the core of the problem. These expenses don't stay in your awareness because your brain has stopped flagging them as new. They became background noise. And background noise is extraordinarily expensive. Let me show you what I mean with some real numbers. The average person has somewhere between 8 and 12 active subscription services at any given time. Most people, when asked to guess how much they spend on subscriptions monthly, will guess somewhere around $80. The actual average is closer to $219. That gap right there, between what people think they're spending and what they're actually spending, that's the slow drain. That's the money that's leaving without a fight. And subscriptions are just the most obvious version of this. They get talked about constantly. What doesn't get talked about nearly enough is everything else that operates on the exact same psychological principle. Think about your insurance policies. When did you last actually shop around for better rates on your car insurance, your renter's or home insurance? Most people set these up once, turn on auto pay, and then never look at them again for years. Insurance companies know this. They count on it. Rates quietly creep up at renewal time by 5, 8, 10%, and because it's automatic and because you're not paying active attention, you just absorb it. One study found that loyal insurance customers pay, on average, 45% more than new customers for identical coverage. You are being financially penalized for your own convenience. Then there's the membership category, and this one really gets me. Gym memberships are the most famous example because the data is genuinely shocking. The fitness industry operates on the assumption that the majority of members won't actually show up. One analysis found that if every gym member showed up at the same time, most gyms could only fit about 10% of their membership. The business model depends on you paying and not coming. So you've got people spending $40, $50, $60 a month on a gym they visit twice in January and then avoid for the rest of the year while telling themselves they'll get back into it soon. But it doesn't stop at gyms. It's the warehouse club membership you got for the bulk paper towels and haven't used since. It's the professional association fee that auto-renews every year from a job you left 2 years ago. It's the cloud storage upgrade you bought when your phone was full of photos and never downgraded after you deleted them. Here's something that will probably make you a little uncomfortable. Take out your phone right now and open your email. Search the word receipt or invoice and just scroll. Don't add anything up yet. Just scroll and see what comes up. Most people are genuinely surprised by what they find, not shocked. Surprised. Because each one individually made sense at the time, it's only when you see them together that the picture becomes clear. Now here's where the math starts getting uncomfortable in the best possible way. Let's say after doing that exercise, you find $150 a month in expenses you either forgot about or wouldn't consciously choose to keep if you thought about them right now. $150 a month sounds small, but that's $1,800 a year. Invested consistently at an 8% annual return over 20 years, that's over $89,000. From expenses you didn't even know you were paying. That's not a small number. That's a life-changing number hiding inside your monthly bills wearing a disguise, and that's a conservative estimate. Most people who actually do this exercise find more than $150. Some find double that. Not because they're reckless, because these charges are specifically designed to avoid your attention. So let me give you a practical system for finding them. Not a vague review your budget suggestion, an actual process. Step 1. Pull up your last 3 bank statements and your last 3 credit card statements. 3 months, not 1. 1 month can have anomalies. 3 months shows you the pattern. Step 2. Go line by line and highlight every recurring charge. Anything that shows up more than once across those 3 months gets marked. Don't judge it yet, just find it. Step 3. For every single highlighted item, ask yourself one question. If I wasn't already paying for this and someone asked me to sign up for it today, would I? Not, is it fine to keep? Would I actively choose it right now? If the answer isn't a clear yes, it goes on your cancellation list. Step 4. Calculate the annual cost of everything on that list. Monthly charges feel small. Annual numbers feel real. A $14 monthly charge sounds harmless. $168 a year for something you don't use sounds like a choice you'd never make. Step 5. Cancel or renegotiate everything that didn't pass the test. And here's something most people don't realize. You can negotiate more of these than you think. Call your internet provider. Call your insurance company. Tell them you're considering switching. The retention offer they make you on that call is almost always better than whatever you're currently paying. The uncomfortable truth about all of this is that nobody snuck into your account and set these things up without your permission. You signed up for all of them. You just signed up at a version of yourself that had different priorities, different habits, or was just trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist anymore. The slow drain isn't a conspiracy, it's just life accumulating charges while you're paying attention to other things. But now you know where to look, and once you see it, you genuinely cannot unsee it. That $219 a month average in subscriptions alone, that 45% insurance loyalty penalty, that gym that's counting on you not showing up, all of it is findable, all of it is fixable. And the money you recover doesn't require you to earn more, work harder, or make any dramatic changes to how you live. It just requires one afternoon, your bank statements, and the willingness to ask yourself whether you'd actually choose this today. Your future self is going to have a lot of opinions about the decision you make this week. Make sure they're good ones.